Why haven't you lost weight yet? Right? It's the same thing for you all the time. You keep telling yourself, I don't like my body. I need to change. I'm overweight. I wish I was thinner. I wish I was fitter. Right? Keep telling yourself this. You say, I'm going to change. Right? No more eating sugary snacks. No more eating out. No more this. No more that. And then what happens? You do it for a day, two, some of you maybe a week, a month. Then you stop. Right? You just stop. You give up. You fail. You lie to yourself again. You lie to everyone you told again. They keep asking you, what happened with your diet? You're like, nah, I was just joking. Right? And this happens because you're lazy. You keep losing respect for yourself every single time you do this. Right? I know for a fact, you that is watching this, that is overweight, I know you're insecure and I know you're not as confident as you should be, right? But it doesn't have to be this way, right? So being insecure, being unconfident, doing this, whatever, lazy, undisciplined, these are all the prices you have to pay for being overweight, right? For being a little bit chubby. Being in shape is hard. I know, trust me, it's hard, right? But being overweight is harder. It's even harder being overweight, right? So I know on the internet, people are gonna tell you, a little bit of chub is fine for you. You can eat this. Don't let these people lie to you, right? They're lying to you. This is all propaganda from the fast food places, right? They'll tell you, just eat food, it's fine. Nobody cares about your fitness. Well, it's fine to have a dad bod, whatever. It's not, okay? These people are lying to you. Don't you know that, like, being overweight, you pay prices, right? I know some of you are insecure, you're not confident, you go by life like everyone else. It's the same old, same old. You avoid pictures, you don't say what you want, you don't speak your mind, same old. And these are all the stuff that happens when you're just overweight, right? I'm not saying being overweight is a bad thing, right? But I'm just letting you know all the consequences of being overweight. When you're overweight, you don't respect yourself, right? Because if you respected yourself, you wouldn't be overweight. You're undisciplined, right? You're unmotivated. You're lazy. Nobody respects you, right? Because if you don't respect yourself, you know that people around you don't respect you, right? And these are all the things, right? Which is not a bad thing. If that's what you want from life, that's what you want. But I know that's not what I want. And I know the people that love me and the people I love, I don't want that for them, right? So I'm making this to make men better. So picture this. You're 30 years old. You kept telling yourself you're going to lose weight, you're going to lose weight, but you never actually did. So you haven't built up the discipline. You're not too motivated. You're still a little bit unconfident because you know people are secretly judging you. And like you don't respect yourself, which means the people you love don't respect you. So you're sitting at home in your one bedroom apartment, you're lazy, you're fat, you're eating a pizza, no goals, no ambitions. You're just there, you're playing video games with your friends, and then your only goal in life is that, I can't wait to get on the game with my boys. Is that really what you want when you're 30 years old? Now, if that's what you want when you're 30, just click off the video right now. But I know most of us don't want that. Most of us men that are proper men and are not brainwashed by this nonsense on the media, I know we don't want that, right? We want to be the best men we can be. And yeah, you can be a successful man if you're overweight, but you're not going to be the best version of yourself if you're overweight. So from today, you need to start taking this fitness goal seriously, right? We don't want to be those little guys at 30 that are overweight, no one respects them, and they don't even like themselves, right? We want to be those proper guys that have done the hard work. We've done all this, we've done all that, and now we have so much respect and belief for ourselves that we can do anything we want, right? Now, the reality of most guys is that they're a bit overweight, they're chubby. Nobody really respects them. They don't really respect themselves. They scroll on TikTok the whole day. They say they want to do this, they say they want to do that, but they're just like normal, right? It's not a bad thing. That's how most guys are right now. And the issue is that you ask these guys, what do you want to do with your life, right? And most of them are going to tell you, I want to be a millionaire, right? I want to be financially free by 30. Just good goals to have. But you ask them, how are you going to be so rich? How are you going to be financially free? If you cannot even control your own body, if you can't even control what you put in your mouth, How in this world are you going to be financially free, right? So people may say, oh, it's fine to be fat, you can lose weight. But no, it's the small things, right? Being fat, like I've discussed before, it like tells so much about a person, right? I know for a fact, if you look at an overweight person, you can tell that they don't really have goals. And if they do, it's not like the biggest of goals. You can tell they're undisciplined, they're unmotivated. Most of the time, they're just playing games, eating pizza, which is not, again, like it's not a bad thing. But if you want to be the best possible man you can be, it's not what you want to do, right? But if you lose weight, trust me when I say this, you're going to become a whole different person. So about a year or two ago, I was pretty chubby. I was a chubby guy. And I was in the same shoes as you guys. I was like to myself, every morning I'll wake up, I'll look at myself, I'll be like, I need to change. But I never actually did. And if I changed, I'll change for like a week, 2 weeks, a day maybe. And I'll just go back to normal. So obviously, at this point, if because I was fat, I obviously didn't respect myself too much, right? If I told people I was going to do something, I wanted to do something, they wouldn't believe me. I would often be the head of many jokes because nobody really respected me, you know? All this, I wasn't as confident as I should have been, and I was a little bit insecure about my stomach. When it was hot in the summer, I would wear long sleeves because I wanted to hide my stomach, right? So eventually, this took a toll on me. I wasn't as confident as I should have been, and I was a shadow of myself, you know? And then I started doing the hard things that most people aren't willing to do, and I started doing this. And the more I did this, the more the confidence in myself began to build and build and build and build and build. Eventually to the point where I'm an extremely confident guy now, right? I know what I want and I go get what I want, right? So when you lose weight or you lose some fat, you're going to change, right? The people that you thought were your friends that used to bully, you're going to lose some friends, right? But in the long term, it's better for you, okay? Like you trust me, if you look at yourself and you're not happy at yourself, you need to change. There's no point of living a life you don't want to live when you can have a life that's so much better. Right. So when you lose weight and you build up the confidence that I can do this and you respect yourself more, it's going to translate to different parts of your life. So for me, when I was a little bit more overweight, my only goal in life was maybe like my FIFA Ultimate Team and getting into university, right? Those were my biggest goals at the time, right? I just wanted to have the best FIFA team, and I just wanted to get to university, and that was my goal, right? But now I've lost weight and I've built the confidence, and I've done what most people can't do or what most people think is impossible, right? Even though it's not that hard, I've done it, I've put in the work. My goals have completely changed, right? My goals are now to take care of the people I love, right? I have the biggest goals, and it's translated, right? So when you lose weight, your mindset's gonna change. So the first step is gonna be your mindset's gonna be I need to lose weight. Then after that, you know that you have discipline for this. So your next mindset is how can I get money? How can I take care of people? How can I do this? How can I do that? And then you start thinking like a real man, right? And this only happens when you put in the work for yourself. For some people, it's like they get rich first, then they see, oh, I have rich, so let me fix my body. But all I'm trying to say is that when you put in the work as a man, it's gonna translate into many different areas of your life. You're gonna change so many different areas of your life, right? So I'm telling you, the price you pay for being overweight is so much more expensive than the price you pay for being fit, right? Being fit, it's hard in the short term, right? Going to the gym, it's hard. But in the long term, you feel so much better. You're so much confident. People treat you better, all this, all that. And being overweight, yeah, the food, sure, it tastes good. It tastes really good. But in the long term, you're insecure. You're not confident. People don't respect you. You don't respect yourself. People don't take you seriously. So at the end of the day, one of them is not bad and one of them is not good, right? You just have to choose which one you want. And I know which one I wanted, so I picked which one I wanted, right? So losing weight is not actually hard. It's pretty simple, but it's not easy, okay? It's not complicated, it's simple, but it's not easy. takes lots of discipline, motivation, and dedication, right? So, losing weight teaches you important skills that you're going to use for the rest of your life, okay? So, just lock in for a bit, and trust me, you're going to be a whole different person in about 3 months, right? So, imagine 90 days from now, you finally get up, you wake up in the morning after having a good day before, you're well rested, you go to the mirror, you're impressed at what you see, you go outside, everyone respects you, you go get what you want, you're in class, you put up your hand, this, you're respected, everyone respects you, you have many friends, you're working to your goals, you have a girl that loves you, all this, all that. This can very much happen, and it's achievable for most of you guys. All you have to do is just lock in for a bit, and your whole life is gonna change. Trust me, I used to be more chubby, and I'm speaking from experience, right? I'm telling you, you need to lose weight. If you're overweight right now and you want to be the best man you can be, the first step you need to do is lose weight, right? You lose weight, then you'll get money, and then you'll become the best version of yourself, right? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm trying to help you guys, right? Like, I'm genuinely trying to help you, and I'm trying to give you the best information and best advice that has helped me. So, for the next 90 days, I want you guys to cut out all sugar, go to the gym every single day, lock in for the next 90 days, and come back and tell me how you feel. Because I know when I did this, I felt so much better. And I believe in you guys, and you guys can do the same.